Thanks for joining us on a brand new season of Industry Leaders. It's here that we celebrate the success of Aussie businesses, their leaders, and how they came to be. They'll tell their story, and we'll find out who they really are. In this episode, a dentist with a little cozy magic corner. People who will help love the way you learn. But first, a Sunshine Coast company supporting the community through their orthotic thongs and sandals. Aussie Soles, Craig Taplin. Industry Leaders, brought to you by Annex Media.
I was born in Cronulla, then we moved to Melbourne and then over to New Zealand. So I spent 13 years growing up in New Zealand in Hawke's Bay. I was up in Nelson, BC in the Kootenays, the mountains, and I stumbled across what I'll just call a colourful holy clog. I was really super keen to see what they were. We put them on, they were called Rebound. So on the bottom they had the logo Rebound, and that was the beginning really. I thought these are going to be better than sliced bread. So I looked at the company name and saw that they were based in Vancouver, and contacted them that afternoon, and within 3 days I was in Vancouver, had the distribution rights for the product here in Australia. We took our first container shipment in the beginning of 2004, and that was the beginning of my distribution of footwear. I was here 1 year before Crocs with this design, so I took the product around to all of the major stores in Australia, in Melbourne and Sydney, and a lot of the people that I met actually laughed me out of the door. You know, said, "This is never gonna work, these crazy clogs with holes in them, what are you talking about? You know, this is ridiculous." A year later, went back to a store called Rebel Sports in Australia, and the buyer was now just not a steering committee. They just had one person, and he was talking about Crocs, and said, "Tell me, what's the difference between you and Crocs?" You know, from then I realised, you know, that it was going to be a long journey for me to prove myself as an original footwear producer and brand. And soon after Crocs came to Australia, they actually bought the factory in Canada that I was buying my shoes from through the distribution channel. And at that point, I realized as well that they weren't interested in taking on a lot of the children's shoes and children's designs. So I went into development and created my very first Aussie Soles shoe. Was a kid's clog. And that was the beginning, yeah, Aussie Soles. The creativity always came out of like photography and wanting to travel around the world and see different places and experiencing different things with different people around me all the time. You know, you see a lot of opportunities come and go, and some things come up and you've just got to grab hold. And that's what I did when I saw the opportunity with the clogs. You know, I thought this is going to be big. But then from the clogs, the innovation came, you wouldn't believe it, but what's good for Australia is good for the whole world.
You can't be genuine in selling a product if you don't believe in the product and know that you're selling your customer base a great product. I think that people know when you're not being genuine, and the fact that we have such a great product, it's so easy to sell. We believe in it. All of the team here believe in it.
You know, most people will be able to sit into this thong and they'll feel comfortable from the very first step.
They're super comfortable. You can do anything in these thongs. You know, you actually still can walk mountains. I've walked Mount Coolum in these, and I also go camping. I even do a bit of gardening in them. All-round footwear, total comfort. And it's a great company to work for. The owner of Aussie Soles, Craig, he cares for the company, he cares for the staff that he has, and he cares for the people out there. He runs initiatives like the Buy One, Give One, where for every pair purchased, he'll donate a pair to charity, which is absolutely fantastic, and is great with staff. He offers, you know, flexible working arrangements, things like that, which makes everyone happy, so it's a great place to work.
I want to create stuff that is different and supportive without actually looking down the line at something and saying, hey, I'm going to grab that and copy this and copy that. I guess my point of difference is definitely not copying or being part of what everybody else is doing. Starfish, wow, I've got the starfish design on the bottom of the thong. So it became really obvious to me that it was going to be Australia, the map of Australia with Aussie Soles, and that really brings to me the essence of Australia to anybody that puts them on their feet. And starfish reminds me of the beautiful Great Barrier Reef and the starfish that we have all around Australia.
Still ahead on Industry Leaders, relax your feet with a company whose Sunshine Coast success story is now spreading to the US. Aussie Soles recognised a gap in the supportive orthotic footwear market and dug their toes in.
There's something exciting about just living in this part of the world where we live. It's just a beautiful place to be, and I'm surrounded by the most beautiful family. I've got the most gorgeous fiance who supports everything I do, and I have my children are 100% behind me. They work in the business, they work in the shops sometimes, during the holidays and so on. It's really comes from, I guess, being happy, being content, being happy here on the coast, living in Yamundi.
We met 5 years ago and have been engaged for about a year. We have 6 teenage girls, so we have our work cut out for us. But yeah, I've been involved with Aussie Soles and helping Craig out for around 4 years now. I think our point of difference is the fact that we are a healthy option. However, we're still focused on fashion. It feels like you're walking on air. So they're light, but they have to be durable because obviously they need to last. We offer a 1-year warranty on the original starfish thong, so if there's any breakages then they're replaced. So it's been quite a mean feat, creating such a comfortable thong being so light. And I guess that's the trick, that's what everybody wants to do. It's Aussie Soles, branded trademarked material, Oz-Lite. It's a combination of foam, and that's what allows us to give that light feel. It also hugs the foot, so as you start wearing the thong, it will mould to your foot, therefore making it even more comfortable.
Moving from the clog eventually into the starfish thong, where I developed the arch support and the outsole, putting these two things together with a really nice tightly fitting strap, which basically holds on to your foot, and it becomes invisible. Like, it's so lightweight that when you put the shoe on, you really feel like you're not wearing anything at all. It's just there on your sole, and every time you take a step, the material rebounds, so it'll expand, and contract, and it will support your foot with every step.
Oh look, it's a great product. It's an orthotic thong that we specialise in mainly, and they are super comfortable. I'm converted, I wear them now myself, so it's a great product. Yeah, the starfish and the indie range are made from EVA foam, super light. As we advertise, it is like walking on air. The product is incredible. Oh look, the future of Aussie Soles is to go global. Even though we do already sell all over the world retail, we're going to branch out into wholesale as well, which is very exciting. The opportunity is definitely there for this business to be absolutely massive, which is an incredible achievement to Craig and Aussie Soles, so it's very exciting.
The most important thing to us is making sure that every single customer is happy, no matter what. Happy and supported. And so Kim and Mark, who are a beautiful couple, as well as managers of the company. And they love their job so much. Our flagship product right now would be the Aussie Soles Starfish Orthotic thongs, or flip-flops, people like to call them. It's not just a device that's going to help you stand up straight, take away the pain of plantar fasciitis and heel spurs and achy legs. The Starfish and the Aussiana ranges, they're going to be supporting you in every activity you do daily.
We have over 550 locations Australia-wide. We have locations in New Zealand. We have a new distributor now coming on board in the US, which is really exciting. We've got distributor in the UK. We're hitting the European market as well. So there's many places that you can buy your Aussie Soles, and you can always ring us here as well, and we can make sure that you get your Aussie Soles.
Oh, look, very, very exciting expanding into the US. With a population of 250 million plus, the sky is the limit in the US, so the company is going to grow rapidly with a great product range.
We get a lot of people from New Zealand, I have to say. Down here they love such a short distance to come. But we get people from all over the world, from Asia, from Europe, you know, Germany, the Netherlands, Sweden, the UK. UK is very strong here too. We get a lot of British nationals on tour, as you could say. Everyone likes to backpack, so we're very popular amongst the backpackers as a lightweight and supportive option when it comes to wearing thongs.
We have been supplying the footwear to America, but on a small scale. And now it just seems to be ramping up. We've got a great distributor over there. We've got some really exciting things happening.
Coming up on Industry Leaders, a socially driven organisation. eCreator's mission is to make sure everybody has access to education. eCreators believe education is one of the biggest barriers to social inclusion.